Hey guys, it's Erin here, and today I'm going to talk about something pretty important, well, at least for the Australian public. I'm talking about the federal election of 2013, which is actually being held tomorrow, September 7th. Or it could already be done, it really depends when this video goes up. Now, I'm not one of those people to go all in depth with politics. I'm not going to learn every single policy, I'm not going to watch every single press conference, but there are things that I know. It is these things that I know which have shaped my decision onto who I am voting for tomorrow. Now, obviously, these are my views, my opinions, we're all open to our own. I'm going to admit I'm probably going to be a bit biased here, but, you know, each to their own. Gay marriage and equality. This topic has been thrown around the tables so much in Australia lately, but not only Australia, also around the world. Now, I understand that religious people have views and values, I get that, but why can't they accept that this is the 21st century? You cannot deny the movement that's happening. You know, it's happened all over the world. Why can't it happen here? We pride ourselves on being multicultural. Well, most of us do. We pride ourselves on being a multicultural country. Why not one that stands up for equality too? There is no difference. It is the 21st century. If you are religious, absolutely, have your views and values. You are entitled to those views and values. But please do not try and take away others' rights because you don't like them, because you don't see them fit. That to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I respect religion. I respect that it's what you believe in, it's what you feel. I get that completely. But what I'm saying is, don't try and take away other people's rights because they're not your views. It doesn't make sense. So obviously the party who is more in favour for gay marriage and equality is going to get my vote. Equality forever. Ah, the NBN. Something I personally feel has not been explained enough at all. Some of the public believe that we don't need an NBN, that it's a waste of money. I'm here to say that it's not. Australia's internet lines are copper wires. That's what we use for our telephone lines. And while our country is 23 million people, we do not deserve the internet connection we're getting now. We need the upgrade. My current internet speeds get up to 3 megabits a second download, and up to, if I am lucky, up to 1 megabit of upload. That's ridiculous. Now, I know numerous people who have figures quite like mine, or a little significantly higher or lower, depends where you are, depends the plane you've got, etc, etc. There's lots of different values. It's kind of a joke that a first world country like Australia lacks so far behind the rest of the world when it comes to the internet. I am fully aware that the NBN will cost a lot of money to install as fibre optics go under every single house. But if that means I can get 100 megabits of download a second, hell yeah, I will totally pay the money for that. This is according to iiNet, by the way. That's where I got my figures from. The Liberals say they want to scrap that plan and come up with something different called Abbott's Internet. I say no! We already lack so far behind. Why do we have to keep moving back? There are people that are saying if we upgrade now, by the time it's done, well, it's going to be out of date again. Would you rather be out of date but still upgraded, or out of date and we're getting 3 megabits a second, or 7 or 15, whatever you're getting, or the rest of the world can get up to 100? More! Would you rather that? I personally would rather faster speeds. I mean, the world is moving all online, right? Everything we do is online. This is online. My videos could be uploaded so much quicker if I had faster internet. Construction for the NBN has already started in my area, and I'd really like to say I'd really like it to stay so I can at least get it, because I really want these faster speeds. It would help in, like, everywhere. It'd be amazing. Oh, bias. Just such a fickle thing. On Sunday the 1st of September, the Sunday Telegraph came out with a huge headline on its newspaper saying, "Australia needs Tony." Now, the Sunday Telegraph is owned by News Limited, who is owned by Rupert Murdoch, and this company in general is known to be incredibly biased. I flicked through and I read through that newspaper, and not once did it mention anything negative about the Coalition, who is the Liberal Party, and not once did it mention anything positive about the Labour Party. So the fact is that they've got a one-sided story instead of a two-sided story for each party. Lastly, and most simply, personality. How each candidate is perceived by the media. Now, I'm going to be honest, for as long as I have remembered, I have never liked Mr. Abbott. Something about him just did not seem right. Now, do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I'm not also a fan of the Labour Party and what they have done in the past too. For instance, Kevin Rudd gets stabbed in the back by the Labour Party and Julia Gillard in 2010. Then Julia Gillard comes in. She's in until a couple months ago, until the Labor Party and Kevin Rudd stab her in the back, and then he comes back into power. I do guess though, if Labor didn't do that with Gillard, then they would have lost in a complete landslide, but still, it's not right. So really, both parties are as bad as each other in some aspects, but something about Mr. Abbott just does not seem right. His personality across TV, I've seen many interviews, is just uncomfortable to watch. Now obviously, like I said earlier, these are my views, statements and opinions. Not once in this video do I state that you have to agree with everything I say, because if you have a different view, opinion, whatever, that's great. And also, like I said earlier, I admit to being a little bit biased on the preferred party of who I am voting for, if you couldn't already tell. However, I will be linking you to 3 awesome YouTube videos. The first one being, What is a Refugee? This video is more done in the animation style, and it is quite informative because I personally didn't know what a refugee and asylum seekers, I didn't really know what the meanings of these words were, but this video really helped me out with understanding it. The second one is called Abbott's Internet. Something that is quite biased because it is done by the Labor Party, but nonetheless, it is an interesting concept. It is to do with the NBN and what happens when and if he gets in and scraps it. And the third one is Aussie Elections, a Game of Polls, Rap News 20. This video is quite amusing, it's all in rap, but it is kind of accurate as well, which is awesome. There's a special guest in there too. You should really check it out. The links are either here or in the description below. They're somewhere. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to my rant video today. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know below, what are your views, opinions, whatever you think. Did you agree with me on some parts? Did you disagree with me on others? Bits and pieces? Just let me know. Although, please be respectful and mindful of other people in the comments, as everyone is entitled to their own opinion. So I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.